as I was saying, before my camera fell, as I was saying, can y'all believe that it is almost Halloween and then Christmas, Thanksgiving, then Christmas? This year's almost over. Almost over. I just can't believe it. I think I'm going to go a different route to work this morning. Instead of turning here, I'm going to go straight. Yeah. September's almost all the way over. Before you know it, I'm going to be 53 years old. February the 7th. 7 days before Valentine's. Still can't believe it. I was supposed to be born in January, but the doctor said that I didn't want to come whenever it was time, so I was stubborn. I believe I am stubborn because I have ways of stubbornness. So my husband can explain it better than I can. I will fight tooth and nail on an argument. I've got to have the last word. Yes, indeed, I do. I'm always right. And in our arguments. And when I'm wrong, I will admit I am wrong. But when I know I'm right, I'm right. It's been very few that I've been right with him. So, but I'm very stubborn. But I don't show it that much. But where I work and how I work, if you cross me, Lord shall watch out. I have got to walk away because I'm from down east. And for those of you who don't know what I mean by down east, I'm from Church Point, Louisiana. I reside in Lake Charles, Louisiana. And from the time that I was born until the time that I was 16, I was raised in Church Point. I was born in Lake Charles, but I was raised in Church Point. And I have, where trust issues, oh my God, you've really got to really work on that, because you just can't say that you're this person. I'm going to research. I'm going to make sure that I know that I'm really talking to. It's hard to believe people when they say who they are. I mean, that's why I researched my business before I started it, my online business, for 2 years before I even started it, because I wanted to make sure that it was the right business for me. Even though I work, 5 days a week. So, but it's just something I struggled with my whole life, because, being in a foster care, a lot of people say, well, trust issues, foster care, what's that got to do with it? Well, I'm going to tell you, being a foster child and having trust issues led to that, because you get promised a lot of things and things don't get given to you like they're supposed to. My mama used to always promise things to me, make a lot of promises to me, and I would believe her all the time. But when those promises fell through, I got hurt. And her and my dad were not married. My dad had another family. And I have 4 sisters I have never met. I'm scared to this day to meet these girls, though they're grown, but I'm scared. I'm a grown person myself. And you'd be like, why are you scared? Because these are 4 grown ladies who may know about me. One of them went to school with my brother and knew about the situation between my mother and her dad. But will she still remember? I don't know. So, hey, it is what it is. So, one of these days, I may confront them. I may not. You know, who knows what God's going to tell me to do. So, things I talk about going to work, huh? I throw a different story at y'all all the time. But yeah, I was raised up in the foster care system. Up until the time I was 16. And I got pregnant. I had a child. And I moved back to, not Lake Charles, but Sulphur. Then got married at 17. That lasted 16 years. That ended in divorce. And then with my current husband, I dated him for, well, before I started to date him, my boyfriends would be 2 years, and then we would split up because, as y'all would say, you know how you fix a puppy? After my 5th child, I got, you know, my tubes cut and tied. And you would ask, why am I getting personal with y'all? Why not? I'm not ashamed. These guys would leave me because I couldn't have kids. But hey, I had enough, you know. But my 5th child, after I had my tubes cut, tied, and burned, passed away from SIDS. I found him in his crib. That was a tragedy for me. So, but all in all, it gets easier and easier as time goes by because it's been 22 years now. He was a blessing. He doesn't get to see everything that is in this world today that goes on. One thing that I did get before he did pass away was to hear him say mama at 2 months and 26 days. And my ex-husband at the time when we were still married said I was crazy until he heard him say it. Say mama. And then he told me I wasn't lying. And so with my current husband, I dated him 14 years before we got married. And we're going on our 2nd year of marriage. So, yeah. We were fiancés for 14 years before we got married on both the antennas because, you know, he had women issues and me because I've had my heart broken. But we wouldn't trade each other for nothing in the world because we're just like 2 peas in a pod because we make each other laugh. We do a lot of things together. Now, if we make each other mad, we know to go to another room. We know each other's mad at each other and come back at a later couple hours or so and we'll talk it out. And that's how we work. we pray about it. And when I work on Sundays, he still goes to church. And when I'm off on Sundays, I go to church with him. So, and I'm one at church, I don't sing. He does. I don't. And he says I need to sing. And I know the words. I'm not comfortable with singing out loud in front of people. And he says if I was drinking, I probably know every word and sing it out loud. But no, that's not the case. It's just, I'm just not comfortable with, it's still getting used to being at a different church, so. Well, y'all, I've arrived at my destination called work. Oh, and I'm going to park on the little side of a cop. Lake Charles Popo. And he is on his phone, just talking away. So, with that being said, my girlfriend's car needs a washing. Anyway, he's hurrying up and getting off his phone. I wonder why. Anyway, I'm going to sit here and drink this for another 10 minutes and bring it in and finish it up in the pharmacy. Because I know whoever's at the drive-thru is going to want me in the drive-thru. And, oh, I love the way people drive and park. Straight over the corner edge of the cement. So, I am going to leave y'all with this. And I hope y'all enjoyed this little talk that we had today. If y'all have any questions about me in the foster care system, don't be afraid to ask. I'm not ashamed to share my experience, because that's all that it was. It was an experience. I can tell why I got put in there. And I was a young child when I got put into the foster care system. I don't mind sharing it. It's no big, guilty thing or anything. I don't need nobody to feel sorry for me or anything. I just thought I'd share it. So, with that being said, I am going to let y'all go, and I'm going to get off my phone and drink my protein shake and talk at y'all later. Now, I say protein shake, but there's no protein in it except for fruit and unsweetened almond milk. So, I say protein shake. So, that's as protein as I'm going to get. It's healthy. All right. Bye, y'all.